What is up, everybody? So when I posted about Convicting a Murderer episode 8 on Twitter, I got a very interesting response from somebody who is very knowledgeable on the case. I'm just trying to find it here. There it is. It is from Vegas Ranger 1872, and I'll put it up on the screen for you. It is about Sarah, the cadaver dog handler. They state, I've done a quick search of the Calumet County CASO report of 1,117 pages and can't find that anywhere. Maybe others will be able to clarify it more. And then a few minutes after, they did find something. Now, this is from the Calumet County Sheriff's Department. It is a report filed on November the 7th, 2005 by Deputy Reamer. He states that he assisted Sarah. Sarah is the cadaver dog handler, and her bloodhound Loof with tracking. Sarah and I walked around the Redant Quarry and field area on different tracks. We covered approximately 5 to 10 miles of tracking. One of the more significant tracks that Loof and Sarah tracked was from the south entry door of the red house trailer near the concrete stoop. That is what they talked about in Convicting a Murderer. They did continue to track in a westerly direction toward a cul-de-sac at the end of Cuss Road. It was indicated by Sarah that Loof was very intense on this track. So this is showing what Sarah talked about and what they talked about in Convicting a Murderer happened. But Candace Owens states that this was so big and so powerful that Steven Avery couldn't explain it away, and that's why it didn't appear in trial. This does look like a very good report. It does look like it absolutely happened. It was so big that Convicting a Murderer spent a lot of time in this episode talking about it. They made a point of Candace Owens stating that Steven Avery couldn't explain it away, and that's why it didn't show up at trial. Okay, that's fine. Why didn't Ken Kratz use it? Why didn't the prosecution use it? If it was such a big deal and impossible to refute, why didn't Ken Kratz just throw it up as more evidence that Teresa Halbach was there? You would think that this would have just helped his case more. But nobody, prosecution, defense, decided that this was important enough to use. But Convicting a Murderer and Candace Owens say that it was such big evidence that it wasn't used by the defense because they couldn't explain it. Ken Kratz should have definitely used it. If this is something that the defense could not refute, could not explain away, could not state that this is wrong, Ken Kratz should have obviously used this in court as more proof to his case. Just a strange thing for Convicting a Murderer to talk about if the prosecution or defense didn't think it was important enough to include. They're making a big deal about it, and I agree, this is a very good report. I talk often about people not making reports. This deputy made a report very to the point of what happened, and they didn't use it. They used all kinds of other deputies and officers and investigators that made no reports, have no idea what's going on. This deputy and this dog handler actually do something well and report it, but it's not important enough to use. I don't get it. Really weird. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.